Hello everyone, Godzilla fan 54. A while ago, YouTuber OmniViewer gave rise to this idea similar to the One Marvelous scene back in 2019 on the hype of Godzilla King of the Monsters, and today One Monstrous Moment returns in an alpha edition preceding the upcoming release of GVK. So this my monstrous moment, one that started my fascination with the kaiju genre as a whole. It all started with this DVD, the classic media release of Godzilla, 1954. A movie I fondly remember watching one day when I was just 4 years old, thinking nothing of the cover. A dinosaur-like creature was on it, so I thought it was just a regular dinosaur movie. I was wrong. It was much more than that. I was fascinated by the scenes like Godzilla destroying the boat, Godzilla's first appearance, Godzilla's first attack, and his inevitable death at the hands of the oxygen destroyer. They were all moments that impacted me but at the same time fascinated me. But one that always has stayed with me to this very day is Godzilla's second attack, aka his rampage on Tokyo. The scene of Godzilla slowly swimming up to Tokyo Bay, and seeing the military prepare to attack not knowing if they will survive or not, was enough to give me chills and an impending sense of dread and doom. A bad feeling that this wasn't going to end well for anyone. Then when the beast is slowly approaching the electrical barrier was a moment of extreme tension, since the JSDF looks like it's gonna be ready to do anything to stop it. And now 4-year-old me was completely focused on this scene. I was scared and a part of me wanted to turn off the TV, but I still decided to see what was gonna happen. And then, the attack started. Godzilla was destroying the barrier, and the JSDF was attacking it with all that it had, but this beast was unstoppable. It wasn't even getting slightly hurted by all of the hits. Even with all of the artillery and fire, it wasn't going to stop it. And that roar. I still remember waking up to that roar when I was around that age. It was one intimidating sound. This was the first time I was seeing this many destruction. But I couldn't get my eyes off the screen for one single moment. I wanted to, but I didn't. I was going to finish this film no matter the cost. But then, I saw the first time Godzilla breathed his atomic breath, or as it was called here, the incandescent light, and how it melted the electrical towers that were forming the barrier. When I saw that, I immediately knew that they were all done for, as the beast breathed its light, destroying everything on its path, showing no mercy to anyone standing in his way. I was seeing people getting killed by this unstoppable force, seeing it light buildings on fire, probably making the people inside them burning to death, or at least causing major damage to everything around it. I was shocked seeing all of this revolved in the screen. I was feeling immersed in all of the destruction Godzilla was causing to Tokyo. I was feeling like I was inside the place, and that I could get burned or crushed to death by this creature. Seeing people running away from it, seeing some people hiding from it, seeing the beast destroying everything. My eyes were looking like these ones, yes, since I was shocked seeing such destruction. Then suddenly the JSDF was attacking with tanks at Godzilla, but naturally this wasn't stopping it. But when the tanks were finally retreating, he fired the incandescent light, burning the whole area that the tanks were in, essentially trapping the people inside of the tanks. But this whole attack has two moments that have always had me chills on this attack. The first one is the desperate broadcast on the tower, and of course, Godzilla attacks it, biting it, making the tower and everyone on it fall to their death. It was one brutal moment. But the second one is the one everyone knows. One of the most dark parts of any Godzilla movie. The mom with her kids, telling that they are going to see their father in heaven soon. Man, is that dark? And considering everything that would come after this film, this is one huge contrast between the beginning of the Showa era, and then the Showa era of the 60s and 70s. These two still give me chills to this very day, and prove that this Godzilla was an absolutely horrifying creature. Then after seeing all of that destruction, Godzilla goes back to the bay, to the ocean. I gotta say my face was exactly the same as our protagonists in this shot. Godzilla destroys the bridge, and the JSDF in an effort to get it out of sapphire at it with their support. Then he swims away. then you know the rest. This movie and particularly this scene has always stuck with me. Even after my first ever watch of it, it has been very important to me, not only for the scene itself, or all of the behind the scenes of the making of this particular scene, but this one, despite all of the dark imagery, fascinated me in a way that not all kaiju movies have. It's the scene that if someone tells me pick a kaiju scene, I will always respond to this one. Cause the whole scene cements the idea of a kaiju being a whole all-powerful being that could destroy a whole city under a few minutes. This is the film in this moment that made me dive deeper to see what was more of these films. I discovered the other Godzilla movies, the other non-Godzilla Toho kaiju movies, King Kong, Gamera, the various Ultraman series, and much more monster movies from around the world. This is what made me a kaiju fan. It inspired my channel name, and it's all thanks to this DVD of the film. If it wasn't for it, I wouldn't be here. I owe a lot it, hence the reason why this part of it is my monstrous moment. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.